So last week I had the wonderful James Morrell here in the studio for a bit of a portfolio update. James has had shoots in the past, but it felt like his shots didn't really reflect his personality, and so he wanted to freshen things up a bit. So that's what we plan to do. As well as shooting some digitals, I decided to shoot some film on the Mamiya RB67. I opted for Kodak Tai-X because I wanted really sharp images with nice punchy contrast and plenty of detail in the highlights, as I knew that I'd be shooting using flash. Now, although I've shot Tai-X on 35mm before, as this video will show, this was my first time shooting it in medium format, and spoiler alert, I'm in love with it. I shot all of the images with just one strobe on the same side as the window so that I could use the window light as a guide, but I exposed so that very little ambient light was actually used. Because I was shooting digital as well, I had a trigger on each camera, and I used my Sony to meter for the Mamiya with the shutter speed, aperture and ISO all set exactly the same on the Sony as with the Mamiya so that I could guide the light accordingly. The lenses that I used on the Mamiya were the 90mm and 180mm Seiko C lenses, which are equivalent to roughly 44 and 88mm respectively. Now here are all of the images exactly as I got them back from the lab. I have to say, I don't think that I've ever been so happy with raw scans, and these are completely untouched. Every frame has incredible detail in both the highlights and the shadows. That stunning fine grain that gives some real texture without being intrusive, and they are, I have to say, they're some of the sharpest scans that I've ever received. For 400 ISO film, I'm really impressed, and this may well become my black and white film stock of choice moving forwards, especially for studio work. For comparison, here are a few of the black and white digitals that I shot on the Sony A7RIVa, using the Sigma 35mm 1.4 and the Sony 90mm 2.8 macro. So you already know that I'm happy with the images, but here's what James thought after getting the photos through.
I'm just at the gym, I tried to find a quiet corner quickly, but Andrew, bro, firstly, before I even talk about the images, man, thank you so much. I had such a pleasurable experience with you, like creatively, and also the lighting in your studio, bro. I'll say it again, it is unbelievable. But just quickly, I've never been shot on film before in terms of photos. My first short film actually was recorded on film reel, which was fun, but I've never done like sort of posing or like portraits or anything. And I am so happy, man. The black and white shots look unreal and I can't wait to share them. But before that, I just want to say again, thank you so much, mate, genuinely. And also people watching, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you soon.
I still can't believe how long it's taken me to get around to shooting Tai-X in medium format, but I'm so glad that I finally have. I'm really keen to try it out in other situations, definitely thinking street photography, maybe using something like the Lubitel 6x6 because of its small size. Tai-X is known for having amazing latitude, so it can be pushed or pulled depending on the lighting conditions, and it's definitely something that I'm going to be trying out a lot more moving forwards. But now I want to hear from you guys. Have you shot Tai-X before? If so, what did you shoot and what did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts on what is undoubtedly a hugely popular film stock, right up there with Ilford HP5 when it comes to beloved black and white film. Other than that, thank you so much to James for trusting me to freshen up his portfolio. Thanks so much to you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.